Good afternoon, this is your friend Angel over at Palm Chevrolet in Ocala, Florida, and this is the all-new 2024 Chevrolet Corvette Stingray. It's the first time we're getting one. This is the very first 2024 on the lot, and as you can see, it looks a little different than the last black car I showed you. This one, in fact, has the carbon flash color all around, which became an option in 23 when you ordered the 70th anniversary package. However, that was a very expensive package. Now you can get this color is available for all 24 Stingrays without having to order the 70th anniversary package, which, as we know, is no longer available since this 2024. However, there is some distinctions between the 23 and the 24. A couple things changed, I would say, from the previous model. We're just gonna walk around so you can appreciate the color. It kind of changed colors on you when the sun hits it. I'm glad it's sunny today, so you can appreciate the color. Sorry for the glare in my camera, but it's absolutely beautiful, especially when the sun hits it. You can see it just had that metallic flakes on the paint. It looks amazing. This used to be an option for the spoiler, but never for the paint job on the car. You could get the emblems, the diffusers, all the vents in carbon flash, the scoops on the side were carbon flash, and now we have the entire car painted in carbon flash, which I was accepted at first because you only get one color instead of two colors, right? Instead of two-tone, but this flows. It looks amazing, especially because it has the carbon flash wheels. These wheels are from 2020, and they're still available as an option, about the same price, I think. We ordered this one with the Z51 package. So you can see it has a Z51 logo on the rotors and the calipers. They are bigger than the non-Z51 brakes, so that's something you get with the Z51 package, along with the splitter, the spoiler, and you also get the dual mode exhaust, limited slip differential. As an option, this car had a couple other things which we're going to talk about, but absolutely amazing. I love the looks. You can see now that everything is the same color here instead of two-tone. It looks amazing, and the interior is also amazing. There's some changes to the interior as well. Some of them are more noticeable than others. One thing I see on the windshield here, you can look forward there, there's a performance data recorder camera. It's underneath here, and on the top there's a forward collision alert camera. So for the first time in history, the Corvette it's offered with a forward collision alert system, which has never been offered before. However, in 2020 we launched a lot of active safety components for the Corvette, such as the backup sensor, the blind spot alert. Rear cross traffic alert was not an option until 2020, so incorporating a lot of safety components on the Corvette now, and it looks amazing. They ordered this one too with the black exhaust tips, which makes sense. So everything looks all dark, kind of sinister if you ask me. The key though, still the same. You still get your carbon flash key logo and another one with the chrome logo. This one is covered, it's brand new. I just came from the gas station. It does feels a little different. I don't know if they changed something in the exhaust, but it feels like more robust, like more serious machine now. I don't know how to explain it, but there's something on the tuning on this car that's different from the 23 or below models. However, Corvettes are always updating. This is maybe an update to the computer. My God, it looks amazing. That color right there, man, when the sun hits it, woof, it's something else. All right, so let me show you how this thing works. One of the things that I want to show you about is the showroom mode, because Chevrolet is going to start offering a clear panel for your engine so you can show it to people. And the way you access that is by locking the car first, and then we're going to press and hold the button to open the roof. And this is how it works. You hit the lock button again, hold the button to open the roof, and what it's going to do is going to open just that section because the car is locked. So even though you open the back of the car, the roof stays in place, and that allows you to get access to your engine, which, well, you don't get access to the engine yet. You have to remove all the screws that are around to get access to the engine. However, there is an opening there for the engine oil dipstick and the reservoir to pour the oil, and there's another one here for coolant. But this panel right here will be offered as an option, I heard, in transparent. So there's a company that makes them right now. Apparently GM took notice and said, well, we should do the same. And sure enough, so pretty soon you'll be able to show your friends what's under there. But If you wonder how it looks like, you can watch my videos about the coupe version of this car, which shows the whole engine. Now, to make this thing even cooler, now we can unlock the car. And by unlocking the car, we unlock in the roof. So basically, when I hit this button, I unlock the roof here. Pa-da-da! And now you see the windows rolling down, and the roof starts going into the back. And this process only takes 16 seconds, up to 25 miles an hour. You don't have to stop to put the top down in your Corvette, and that's always neat. This is the first time a Corvette is offered with a hardtop option convertible. It always had the hardtop, targa top, or the soft top for the convertible. So it's pretty neat to see that on the bed. And of course, I want to say a shout out to my neighbor Jack Howdy. He's always playing with my son Gio, and he told me the other day he just subscribed to my channel. So welcome, Jack Howdy. I hope you like this video. I'm making it in English first, just for you guys. So I hope you enjoy it. So now we're gonna look at the car with the top down, and of course I'm gonna give you a tour around so you can digest this this beauty. I mean, it's unbelievable. It just leaves you speechless. It looks like such a machine. Just by looking from the passenger side, you can see how special this looks. Boom! Look at that. It looks like a cabin from a private jet or something. And that's the beauty of this car. It kind of makes you feel like you're driving your own spaceship, sort of having your own roller coaster too. You can change a lot of modes here. So if I open the driver's door, you notice this one was ordered with a stealth package, so that makes sense when a black car. This used to be like bright metal. Now it's an option to get it more dark, as well as these pieces right here that goes around the dashboard or dark, and the speakers on the passenger seat. At first sight, it looks exactly like 2020, except for a couple of buttons that are new here. And I'll show you what I mean in just a second. This is the interior. This is a 3LT, so it has the GT2 seats with the carbon fiber insert. That still comes standard on the 3LT. You don't have to pay extra for these seats. You do so if you order a 2LT car. And you can see there's still a wireless charger. We got the dark center speaker. It doesn't say 70 anymore because we're not in 23 anymore, so the window doesn't say 70. But you notice there's suede all around the car. And this one was ordered with a suede option for the seat, so you do have suede on the middle of the seat and then leather around the seat, which is the hard part. Then the steering wheel is covered with suede as well, with this red symbol, that red line here to keep the steering wheel center. And that red station goes around the car everywhere. You can see it on the steering wheel, the center console. Of course, the seats have the red station, and it continues to go around the doors for the driver and passenger door. Now, I'm gonna sit on the car. You sit on the car and close the door. It kind of plays this movie for you. It's been doing it for a while. It's not doing it right now because I have the key in my pocket. That's a blooper. But we're gonna start the car first. We're gonna hit the brake pedal down there and hit the power button or the start button. Of course, you can do this remotely with your remote start. Right now we are in touring mode, but as you can see, everything looks the same except for this little guy. What is that? That's never been there. This is your forward collision alert button. So when you push it, it adjusts the distance or the gap you would like to keep in between vehicles. In fact, it's not doing it now because I guess I have to be in drive. Here we go. All right, so oops, now I turn on the power button there. Now the forward collision alert button is not working. Maybe because I haven't accessed this demo mode radio here, and that looks completely different already. So if you guys follow with me my videos before, you notice this looks very different. I should be able to access. Nope, the forward collision alert button is not working. Should I be in drive for that? Let's see. If I move forward just a little, no, it doesn't let me adjust it. But it was doing it earlier, so I know it's there. It's probably doing some programming. I don't know, guys. We never have forward collision alert on the bed, so it's nice to have it. But yeah, that's one of the buttons that is there that wasn't there before. Let me see. Do I have to have cruise control on? No. That's very strange. It was working earlier. Now the heads-up display look the same. So we can see the three buttons there for adjust it up and down, change the information, make it darker or brighter. Your parking brake still down here, and this is how you adjust your brightness and your lights. Then on the driver's door, we still have the largest switch to close the mirrors. So when you push that, your mirrors close. That's new for 2020. Corvette never had that until 2020. Then we have your window switches. Of course, we have two windows. We have this for the back window, and this is just for the roof. And then you control your mirrors up here, left mirror, right mirror, very easy to do. Down here we have a power lock switch along with the button to open the door. If you don't wonder how to get out of a Corvette, it's just by pressing that button. There's also a release that opens manually right here when you pull it. I have to see this thing about forward collision. You know what? I'm intrigued. Maybe it's because I have the top down. It doesn't work with the top down. So I'm gonna put the top up. To do so, you're gonna hold this button. Aside from that, I'm sweating a lot. It's very hot in here. So Florida right now is 74 degrees, but it's going up. There we go. So now you can see the roof going down, windows going up. There we go. And that's all happening by holding this switch over here. You don't have to hold any other switch. All three windows and the roof start going up. So now let's try the forward collision. Nope, it's still not working. This is interesting, guys. It was working when I went to get gas. You see the gas tank is full. And it's showing 436 miles because your friend Angel is not a race car driver, and I don't mess up with other people's cars. But I do have a customer coming to see this, so I hope she enjoy it. We do have this line of buttons here that are very, very scary at first, when intimidating, I should say. But this is all climate control buttons. This is just your AC buttons. This is how you accelerate the AC. New for 24, when you accelerate the AC, you see that wheel turning up, kind of turns around. But it doesn't do it when you go down on the fan speed. So that's a little quirky there. We have your airflow, cool seats, heated seats. Of course, the temperature you want for the driver and the passenger down here. We still have our fabulous cup holders, which it's a commodity in sports car to find that. And we have our hand rest feature where you can rest your hand with the driving mode selector right there. We have a button for traction control, stability track, another one for the front lift, and another one for the front camera. And the lift is my favorite button here because when you push it, the car starts going up. It says right there, vehicle racing. And it does it in 3 seconds, 2 inches. The cool thing about it is that you can hit remember right here on the steering wheel, and it will remember this location. In fact, it will remember 1,000 locations on its own GPS, which I'm gonna get to in just a second. Now, by pressing this button here, our vehicle starts lowering, and it does it again in about 3 seconds. So, and up to 45 miles an hour. So if you're driving the car with the lift on, it would automatically lower to 45 miles an hour. It will go low. Then we have our paddle shifters, which are nice again, nice material. This suede steering wheel feels really nice. Speaking of steering wheel, we do have a heated steering wheel. We have a Betsy. Well, I call her Betsy. You can call her whatever you want, but you can press that button and she comes up and talk to you. In fact, Betsy, I think it's out because now we're operating with Google Maps. But here's a cool thing. When you hit this button, you connect it to Google, which is new for 24. Passenger temperature, 65 degrees. So I just told her to change the passenger to 65 degrees. Then it changed the temperature. So you can do text messaging, you can give navigation instructions, etc. But now you're using Google. The problem is if you say the magic words, it would activate your phone's Google. So you gotta be careful with that. We do offer Apple CarPlay and Android Auto completely wireless. So you can talk to Siri if you have Apple. Then we have our shift selector. It's no longer a shifter itself. It's just switch buttons. You press the P, put it in park. You pull the R to put the car in reverse, and of course your cameras come on. And you pull the D to put the car in drive, and then your front camera comes on. You push the M if you want to shift manually, and you push the P to put the car in park. Now the right button is your front camera. So if I hit that, I activate my front cameras, and this will follow me, these lines, when I turn the steering wheel. This is the left side of the bumper, this is the right side of the bumper, or I can eliminate that and have a full view of the front bumper. So if I go hitch view, shut this off, this, it's not doing it. You know, this thing about demo mode, there we go. You can see now the splitter right there. Now if I hit this button now, you can split it in 3 sections. Then this blue line show me when I'm looking at the back, and then we have another one for a smaller angle. So we got a 180-degree angle, and this one is a little smaller, but it's pretty cool, right? The views of the camera. Now, if I hit the X button, I get out of this menu. It's worth mentioning, you do have a camera button on the screen too. It does the exact same thing as that one. So you have easy access to your cameras at any time, whether it's on the screen or down here, you have it. Now, if I hit the home button, I access this menu. Let me lower the AC a little bit so you can hear me better. If I hit audio, there we go. It comes to the audio system. You can choose AM, FM, XM, Bluetooth audio, podcast, news, etc. So what we did here, basically all these features that were in the rest of the Chevy products, such as the trucks, SUVs, etc., they had this radio integrated with Google, and now it's integrated on the Corvette. So if I hit Maps, what I'm opening here is Google Maps, guys. So Google Maps is now standard on your Corvette, and it does require a subscription for Wi-Fi, see, a data plan, so the car can utilize this GPS. However, the data plan is only like $20 a month for unlimited data. It's not too expensive, and it updates every minute, so that's his advantages. If you don't want to pay for that, no worries. You can just connect to your phone and use the same map systems from Google Maps, Waze, or Apple Maps. You can use either way, but over here it says 4G LTE, and this is through AT&T wireless, so no more integrated navigation system on the Corvettes. Now, speaking of the second page of the screens here, I can go to settings and customize a lot of things, and this whole menu changed. It used to be a little different. We have a motion sensor, team driver customization menu, lining, ride height, seating position, etc. So the menu is a little different to understand, but it provides the same information, same features you had before. You just had to like play with it a little bit to locate everything now. But going to the right side, you notice I had nowhere to go, so I go back to the left, and it split the screen to music on one side and navigation on the other. That's pretty cool. We didn't have that before, I don't think. We also had Google Assistant. What else we had? Oh, we had the Play Store, so you can download apps to your radio, utilizing the Wi-Fi of the car. And if you hit climate, it lets you operate the climate on the screen. And one thing about it did change the layout quite a bit. It looks very nice. I like the color here with the airflows and everything. You can select your airflow, whether you want it to the feet or to the vents on the top if you want to shut off the feet. And of course, you can adjust your climate settings right there. So you can, again, use this analog buttons or use the digital buttons on the screen, your choice. If you hit this button, it goes straight to the assistant. And if I hit this one on the top, it takes me straight to this menu where I can sign in from my Google account. And of course, everything that I have there will transfer to this car. Now, going back to this screen, this is your driver information center. You control that using these arrows here. Right now I'm on the trip 1 menu, so if I use the wheel down, I'm moving to trip 2, 3. You can see the trip computer, trip timer, current cycle. Now moving to the right, I go to the next menu, which is performance, 0 to 60 timer. You got a lap timer. You also have a G-force meter, and we also have a launch control, which is not available right now because, first of all, this car is not ours. Second of all, we have to be at 500 miles. You only have 5 miles. So every Corvette will come limited to 3,500 RPMs on the rev limiter. When you pass 500 miles, that number is going to move to 6,500 RPMs. And then you can do things like launch control and all of that. However, we recommend track use at 1,500 miles still. This is your audio menu. We can move here to the maintenance menu. Show me your engine oil life, transmission fluid, transmission filter, air filter life, and I can also see the engine life too. It only been used for an hour so far. Half an hour is me, so sorry. So here's so simplify. If you go to simplify, before that let me explain what this is. This is the display design. So if I click that, I can change my display design, excuse me. Right now it's set up to change when I change driver mode. So right now I'm in sport mode. It would look like this, but I can specifically leave it on that setting and it would never change. Now if I go back to the previous menu, I can go to info tire selections, and here you can select or deselect what you want to see on the left side of the screen. So here we got battery voltage, a limited slip differential, following distance, fuel economy, lateral G-force, oil pressure, We also have oil temperature, time and temperature, tire status, transmission fluid temperature, etc. So depending on which one you like, you can just leave it there and it will show you whatever you choose. In this case, I'm going to choose lateral G-force. For the bottom, I'm going to choose, let's see, what do you think it looks good? Right here, tire status. That's important, especially if you're driving sporty, you want to know your tire pressure. Speaking of tire pressure, it also tells you the tire temperature. So when you do a burnout, the car lets you know when when it's ready to launch. Now, I'm going to get back to the main menu here, which is the trip menu, right? The trip computer. And I'm going to move the driving mode. So if I move one more, I go to the last one. This is track mode. Oh my goodness, look at this. Oh my God, that's new. We never had that before. Man, that's so cool. All right, what happens if I go to sport? Boom, this is sport mode. What? He's playing a freak. What? It's like a video game. Oh my goodness. Let me go to tour. All right, so in tour mode, it's more cruising. There we go. Nice and quiet. And each driving mode sounds different. That's pretty cool. Let's see this. Ooh, I like this. So this is my mode. And my mode is a mode that you create for yourself, to your preference. And then we get to weather mode, which is to drive on the snow and slippery roads when it's raining. Give you a little bit more traction, less hump, so you can control the car yourself. So that would be the last menu. That would be the menu of weather mode. Now, we also have Z mode. And it's interesting, when I press the Z, that's used to change to sport. Now, let me give you an example where I made. Okay, so this is touring mode. This is how it sounds. Right, pretty good. Now, if I push the Z, this thing used to change to sport mode, but now it's changing to Z mode. And my God, you can customize all of these items. And look at the graphics they have now. But the screen used to change to sport. Now it's changing to track mode, which is more aggressive. And here, listen to this. Yes sir, we mean business now. You can see the Z down there. Man, this is so cool. I'm discovering this as I'm showing you guys this video. Sorry about that, but that's how you learn, right? Going back to sport mode, but actually I put it back in weather mode. Man, this is so cool. I can't get over this. My mode, tour has a movie, sport has a movie, and it's a red Corvette. Nice. And then we had track with a yellow car. Look at that. There's two of them actually. That's pretty cool. Oh my God, what was that? I think the gray car got him at the end. That was a good race. Now, track modes were mentioning you have 4 different tiles here. You can change it as well, the same way I did the other side. But if you look up here, that's your heads-up display. Very hard to see it right now, but the heads-up display changed to this settings here. When I hit the gas, it kind of goes up and down. Let me change it back to sport. Maybe you're able to see it. I'm gonna move it down a little bit. There we go. There it is, your heads-up display. It might look flashing because the frame of the camera, but there, I think it's floating on the windshield, and it projects the image of the dashboard on the screen. I mean, on the windshield, so you can see better. Now, speaking about visibility, look at this. I mean, it's great visibility in the Corvette. You used to have a long nose there. You couldn't see the end of the car, but now it feels so much comfortable. It gives you much more confidence than before. And you can see the roof with all this sway. It's very nice material everywhere you look. Now, this mirror is special. It could be a mirror. You can see the mirror, lets you see the back window. That's about it. But if you want to see what's behind the car, we pull this out and then voila, we have a camera on the roof that operates that, so you can see what's behind the car. Now, if you hit the check mark, you can see that it showed me here the darkness. I can make it darker or brighter if I want it brighter. If I hit the check mark again, I go to zoom. I can zoom in and I can zoom out. Pretty cool. If I hit the check mark again, it let me tilt the camera so you can see. There it is. That's the spoiler of the car. I'm gonna leave it like that so you can have some perspective. Yeah, really good. You can see that stays on all the time. You never have to shut it off. Another camera, because that's not it. We have PDR. PDR is a performance data recorder. It has preloaded all the maps around the world. Tracks around the world, as you said, with the map screens and everything. And you can choose your video overlay. So if I choose sport and hit preview, this is how it looks. Sorry about this sticker is blocking the camera, but yeah, that's how it looks in the layout on sport mode. It tells you your miles and everything. It records that, and you can have it record audio as well. If I hit track, it will look like this. It showed me how many degrees my steering wheel is turning. It showed me the G-force I'm generating front to back, side to side. Of course, my RPMs right there when I accelerate. So this is fun. It operates as like a dash cam, and you can have it on all the time. You see what it says, no SD storage available. You have to open the glove box, which is right here, by pushing this button. And down here in the corner, you can see a slot for the SD card, up to 256 gigs, and you can have it there, and it will erase itself when it gets full. And it can have it recorded audio, etc. So, and you can choose the video quality as well if you want 1080 or 480p. 480p is less quality, but you get more out of the memory in the camera. Now, what else I had? Oh, yes, your steering wheel. Your steering wheel is telescoping. There's a button here, it's like a little square, and it lets you move it down, move it up, move it out, and move it in. You have memory seat for that, and it memorizes the position of the steering wheel, seats, rear view mirrors, and also you have memory seat for the passenger seat. And if you notice, there's 2 speakers there. This car in total has 14 speakers on the audio system. It's called the Bose Performance Series. You can see the logo right there. And it's the first car in history to have this many speakers on a 2-seater. I don't know if somebody makes one yet that has more speakers, but so far we had the record with 14 in a 2-door car. Now let's talk about other things. Let me shut this off, let it cool off a little bit. This wants to show you. There's something else that is new. It's very convenient for Corvette owners. Would certainly appreciate this. When you open this, you notice that there is a button under the headlight of the driver's side. You just reach down here, push it, and this opens. Now notice how different that opens. The last time I opened one of these, it went like in 2-step, clunk, clunk, right? This one opens all the way with only one push. And it used to do that to prevent people from opening it accidentally. But Chevrolet finally fixed that with something that I think they should have it from the beginning, because you have it on the back but not the front. But we still have the same space here. You notice there's a little cargo net. This glows in the dark, and it explains explicitly how to escape from the mafia. Just jump and run in that direction. Here's a 12-volt outlet as well. And here's another pocket for stuff. Now, here's the one this is the new stuff I want to show you. And by the way, your battery is right here, your 12-volt battery, brake fluid, windshield washer. That's it. When you close this, look at this. You no longer have to like slam it. Remember, it used to be clang, clang. Now it closes itself. Finally, Chevrolet, we love you. Thank you so much for that. A lot of people had trouble closing it in. They didn't want to break it because it does feel like you're hitting it hard. So that's a fix for that. It's magnificent. We still have our beautiful turn signals in the mirror with a little blind spot alert as well. Now we're going to the trunk area, and to open it, it's very easy. Look for the E, kind of looks like an 8 for the 8th generation. The 7th generation, it used to be under the T because the T looks like a 7. Yes, that's how they do it. Then we have this trunk space. Now, allegedly, you can fit 2 golf bags here, but I believe it. These whole things here are air ducts for the rear brakes. It has the Z51 package, and we let the customer decide if they want to install it or not. They should be only for track use though, but it's rather big, and if you look inside, it's not only illuminated, but it has this thing that glows in the dark, and it also explains how to run from the mafia in that direction. So you open the trunk and just go running and don't look back. So you can escape by pulling that in. So on this area though, we always have the easy closing operation. So when you close the trunk, you just present it, and it closes like an old caddy. That always had it since 2020. In fact, it was also on the 7th generation from 16 on newer cars. Now, you ready for this? We're gonna start this thing so you guys can hear it. This is how I do it, Jack Howdy, just for you guys. You ready? Then I'm gonna go talk about the price. All right, let's go. I'm gonna hit this button twice. 1, 2. There it goes. Hey. Oh my goodness. All right. And that's how you say hello. If you notice, the lights on the back are LEDs, and they also have this sequential turn signal when you hit the unlock button. It looks very nice. Now, let's talk about the pricing. It did went up a little, guys, but not by much. First of all, we're going to talk about this beautiful warranty, 3 years, 36,000 bumper to bumper, 5 years, 60,000 on the powertrain with roadside assistance and courtesy transportation included, and actually your first maintenance service is included. You can see the standard wheels here, all the options, the colors, 24 Corvette Stingray Convertible 3LT, in carbon flash metallic with a jet black interior, 6.2 V8, direct injection, 8-speed dual clutch transmission. The Z51 package still sitting at $63.45. But first we're kind of talking about the base price is $87.50 on this model, and then we go up with the more options such as the you can see the front lift, it's $2,500. The wheels in carbon flash $995, so that's the same price it has in 2020. The edge-red caliper used to be $495, now went up $695. The suede interior went up a little bit, like $100. But for the most part, everything is the same. The adrenaline red custom leather seat stitching, $495, and that puts you at $12,810 in options on this car for a total of $101,555 and a market adjustment of only $10,000. Remember, it used to be $30, so it's going down. Don't blame me, guys. We're trying here. All right, so the asking price for this magnificent vehicle, $111,555 plus tax. Don't forget the taxes. Uncle Sam likes to get paid too. So anyways, this will bring me to the end of my video. I hope you enjoy it. Even though I had this accent, I try to do it as best as I can. My wife's from Ohio, so I'm working on that. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my videos. It's completely free, and you can always call me. I put all my information on the description of the video in case you have any question, would like to order one. We can arrange that for you. We can ship it to anywhere in the United States, as well as other places. So just let us know. We'll make it happen one way or the other. Okay, guys, so that will be it. I hope you enjoy it. Have a beautiful day and an awesome weekend. And thank you for looking at this magnificent beauty over here. Remember, all prices are negotiable. Don't shoot the messenger. Take care, guys. Bye-bye. Ah, man, that looks awesome.